put together like PowerPoint because everything was happening today and I didn't have time to do that, but you all will forgive me for that, right? So I tried to put everything that I was seeing in the Inspirational Revolutionizers page. And I know, Terry, you did a blog post or two already, which is awesome. You are totally on the ball with that. So take any of those things. I know you put some pictures in there too, Terry, which is awesome. So take any of that stuff. And so I'll just try and sum up what I'm hearing, and then maybe we can talk through some questions and some other things, and how to move forward. And then I also thought prior to this announcement, we were going to talk anyway about kind of the new year and some plans and all that kind of stuff. So we'll talk through those things as well, is what I'm thinking. And Terry, jump in at any point where, you know, you got something to say, or anybody for that matter. Okay, so let's just talk through this All Access Pass. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we'll just talk through it. Well, I like to see the things in front of me. So let's do that one that was like the, wait a minute, hold on. This guy, I like this guy. So this was the comparison chart. So for those of you who didn't get a chance to listen in, or you're not sure what the heck is even going on at the moment, so what I love about this whole thing is the philosophy that we're trying to help people lead healthy, fulfilling lives, not a month. And I think that we've seen, I think we can all attest to personally, or our challengers, that people just, you know, get a program, maybe they have some great success with it, and then they drop off. And it's been, so I can tell you over my 3 years of doing this, that is something that frustrates me to no end. Like, and what do you do with it? And I feel like Beachbody is taking that on, and they're also taking on this, the talk in the wall is about, well, it has been for a long time, about how volume has been decreasing. And for those of you who are newer, or maybe haven't experienced it yet, volume is when you get cycle bonuses and you have a team built under you, the volume from your team helps drive your income and your residual income and all that. So that the higher up coaches were kind of complaining that volume was really getting low, and part of that was because of on-demand challenge packs prior to today had less commission and less volume, and then people weren't sticking with it and they weren't buying new products. So I think this is kind of the answer to all those things wrapped in one. So just to talk us all through it one more time, if you didn't listen, or even if you did and you just want to hear it one more time. So what's happening on December 27th through the end of February, there's a new challenge pack called the Annual All Access Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology Challenge Pack, which includes every single program Beachbody has ever made on demand in its entirety, access to that for an entire year, plus the 30-day supply of Shakeology, plus the 21-day fixed containers, and then all the extra little goodies, eating guide, a extra large blue container, Shakeology cup, and all that, versus, for example, the 21-day fixed Shakeology challenge pack, which is normally $160, although it's been on sale so many times, I feel like it's $140, but it's really valued apparently at $160, which you would only get 30 days of on-demand. And, you know, you can kind of compare here versus the regular Club Challenge Pack, which was 90 days, which is still available, of on-demand. And then after that, it's, you have to pay. So anyway, all of them, of course, still have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And that's kind of, I think in a nutshell, what it all includes. Of course, this chart is posted in the group if you want to take a closer look at it. So, and then there's also like the ridiculously comprehensive FAQ to look through if you want. But anyway, the part that seems to be coming up more at the moment is what to do when current customers who might want to upgrade to this. And here are all the scenarios they could think of. If you have a 30-day free trial, if you have quarterly on demand, blah, blah, blah. So you can kind of look through that. I think we'll all kind of learn and try and remember these things as we move forward with this. And so what I tried to do, if you haven't seen it yet, I tried collecting all the stuff that we've been posting in the group here in one file. So this is in our group. Somebody, I grabbed this, this was posted in the wall, also this cover photo. I cannot take credit for that. And I tried to put all of the resources here together. So just kind of generally what's included, the pricing. Our commission is $70 on this all access challenge pack. 3 SC points. The volume is 180. What it includes, here's where you can grab that comparison chart. Here's the link, direct link to the FAQs. Here's a 7-minute video if you don't want to listen to the whole National Wake Up Call, or you just need a little reminder of Jeff Hill and Michael Neiman. Here's the written explanation of it on the Team Beachbody 411. Here's the National Wake Up Call link. Here's general info on demand if you wanted to just that explained, so you can, when you're talking to customers or potential customers about it. And then just a reminder that the price will likely go up after February. Once they determine that this is a worthwhile endeavor and they move forward, they probably will increase the price, and they made that pretty clear in the wake-up call. Okay, so what feedback do you guys have about that? Or let me stop sharing for a second so I can see your faces. What did you guys think of that? There's a lot of buzz about it being really cool and all that, but what are your reactions to it, and what do you think your customers' reactions will be, or what are your potential customers? Really?
I think it's perfect timing to have it. Like, we all know in January, that's when everybody has their like big push, like they're going to join the gym, they're going to do blah, blah, blah. And for what's way cheaper than a gym membership, you're going to get Shakeology containers and a year gym membership with 20 personal trainers and everything else. So I think it's a really good deal. Like, at first I thought it was just $200. Like, I didn't know it included Shakeology because I wasn't able to listen to the wake up call. I was listening to Melanie had gone live about it. But I think that's like ridiculously cheap challenge pack price, and it's a super good deal, and it's perfect timing for it. So, and I think anybody who's been a customer before who maybe wouldn't have gotten on demand because you only get, you know, the older programs and then anything that you've already had to purchase. Like, I just think that's awesome that everything is going to be included, and new stuff that drop. I mean, like, it's going to pay for itself within, like, you know, a matter of a month or two. So I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I think one thing that I like is I have a lot of people that are nervous about committing the cost of a regular challenge pack because what if they don't like the program? Mm-hmm. And I mean, you can do like a free trial and try out, you know, maybe one workout from it, but to try and explain all that, it doesn't normally lead to anything. So here, people don't have to commit to one program. They have the opportunity to try out lots of different ones. And I like what they said in the wake up call. When they finish it, we can help them better find a direction to go in. Whereas before it was like, well, you could get on demand, or you could get another program, or there's so many options for them now. And I think that'll be a lot less scary for people to bite the bullet and get this challenge pack then.
That's so true. Like with the 21-day fix, for example, it's short, and you're like, okay, now what do you do after 21 days? But now you can do anything you want. It's awesome.
And there's no like dead time. Like, you literally can just next day, like, okay, pick a new program. Like, I know sometimes I always wait till the last minute to order stuff, and then I'm like annoyed, like, what's taking so long for you to ship this? Like, I just want it already, you know, and it's all going to be there, and you can just, you know, and if you don't like something, you don't have to, I mean, yeah, we have a money back guarantee that you have to send it back, and then you have to buy something else, and it's just all this wait. Like, I don't really ever use my DVDs anyway. Like, I like having them in case of emergency, but I always, even at home, just use my computer because it's just so easy to use. So I think it'll be good.
Awesome.
I agree. And when I was listening to the wake up call, I do agree with the fact that I'm hoping anyway that Shakeology retention stays, only because they were talking about how I guess they compared, and I'm sure they do the research because, that's what they do. But even for just people who have regular challenge packs, and then they said they compared those who had like the on-demand 90-day, they said that the Shakeology, I think this is what they were saying, I have to think back, but the rate of continuing with Shakeology was a little bit better for that, simply because they had it for 90 days. So they knew, they had like at least 3 months. But with like a challenge pack 30-day program, as soon as those 30 days are up and they get charged like the club membership and Shakeology without realizing it, people freak out and are like, I don't want both of these. Why did I just get charged so much money? And they cancel everything. Which makes sense. So I guess they were talking about just how they were comparing different Shakeology retention rates among challenge packs and on-demand challenge packs and on-demand. So hopefully this will be helpful with that too.
Yeah, and I think that idea of them joining in throughout the year, what I mean, will also be a key element. So even if they got off Shakeology for a month, when you say, hey, we got our summer group starting, blah, 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 and then they might be more likely to jump back in if they didn't retain monthly, but even,
this will be a great opportunity for us. And we do this sometimes, but for us to like share more just info about all the programs, like even if it's like once a week on our page or on our wall or on our whatever in a group, just like picking a program, because now, I mean, you can pick anything and do anything you want, but people may not be familiar or know what's all included. So I think that would be something we should definitely try to do.
That's
good
true,
idea.
because whenever like Country Heat was like the big sale, I didn't get Country Heat because it just didn't seem like something that interested in me enough that I'd want to pay for it at that time. So I had trouble then trying to sell challenge packs because I wasn't even doing Country Heat.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if we're promoting all our programs, it makes it a lot easier for me to try and promote these challenge packs than a program that I may not have interest in.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good point.
I have a question. Are current coaches going to be able to access it too, or is it just new customers signing up? Like, are we going to have access to everything?
That's a good question. Let's look at the
I was trying to find that myself, Kelsey. I don't know.
Yeah, I looked at the FAQ and it really wasn't clear.
let's see.
Melanie said something about that we're going to have a different price if we want it, but
So we can kind of like upgrade to it?
because like our demand is the same price as anybody else's on demand. So I think that it'll be this quarterly or wherever the price is, whichever way we do it. They're going to like prorate back something. I was hard how I explained it, but I know our rate is going to be different, but if we want access to that.
And I'm surprised that's not anywhere listed, unless we're considered the quarterly Beachbody on.
That's what I think they were saying, but I'm not for sure because I wasn't able to listen to the whole thing.
$61. Or wait, no, that's back date. Wait. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to keep our ears open. That's a good question.
And then I have another question. Can we get people to sign up as coaches using that challenge pack then, since it's a challenge pack? So their sign up fee will be waived still?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, this is exciting, right? So let's, where's my, no, I didn't print it. Anyway, so let's talk about the other stuff we were going to talk about as far as the year in advance. So, so I was telling Terry that I really wanted to kind of be automated this year, much more than I have been any other year, and I wanted to be much more consistent than I have been. So I actually sat down and went through all of 2017, January to December, and decided that for the most part, of the first Monday of every month, I want to aim to start a challenge group unless there's a holiday. So in January, and I think there's one other month, the 4th, I think July, are the 2 months, but otherwise the first Monday of every month. And I went so far as to actually name them all and create cover photos for them all. And then, but then I'm not sure if there'll be app groups or whatever, because the health vet one obviously has to be in an app group anyway. But I just wanted to go through myself and think through the whole year, and I wanted to get like in a habit of creating a blog post of now we can do these feature all the different programs, which is really cool. So that this idea might kind of be changing a little bit, but the idea being, I feel like for me personally, and I don't know how you all feel, but I feel like for me, it's sort of like, I got to do a challenge group. Let's start it on Monday, and let me just hurry up and message people. And I really want to personally be in the habit of more like talking about it a lot more, like for a week or 2 weeks or even a month or whatever. And then I was thinking the free groups I'd also like to be automated. And I know some of you have already have a system like this. I don't feel like I've ever stuck with one long enough to see good benefits from it. So anyway, so I put together a calendar like that. I'd be happy to share it with you all if you feel like it's something that would be helpful to you. If you feel like it'd be completely overwhelming, then and it's not for you, that's totally fine. But if you want to see that, I would be more than happy to share. And then I think actually I don't know if you guys, I can't remember who knows what now, but I also have a group that's called Stay on the Path. That's for all of my customers from the start. Everybody that has a membership with me is in this group, and it's a pretty active group, and I do free stuff in there, and like quizzes, and I try and get people engaged and stay engaged and all that kind of stuff. And that's where I'll be promoting all this stuff too. That's where I'll do my free groups and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to share those things with you in case any of you would find that helpful. And if you would, we can talk more about it, or again, if it's like I got my own thing, go for it. Okay.
Yes, if you could share your calendar, that'd be great. I know I like looking ahead and trying to figure things out.
Yeah, definitely.
I would definitely be interested.
Yeah, and I don't know if this was prior to this all access thing. I have to think about that for a night. I don't think that will change the way I would do when I would do challenge groups. I don't think, unless I don't know, unless we would want to do like a specific program or something like that. But anyway, I would be happy to share what I have so far, and we can, mold it and change it moving forward.
I'm looking at your question, Kelsey. Did you just post this? Brittany asked me if coaches will.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to send it to Danielle.
Okay.
And actually, I went to everybody. So sorry.
Okay. What was I just gonna say? It was something about what you said, Kathleen. Oh, your Stay on the Path group. So I am in Kathleen's Stay on the Path group, and it has forced me to open my own group. It's not called Stay on the Path, but just a group with all my customers, which I told her like I've been wanting to do for a long time now, and for some reason it was like this thing that I just could not get myself to do. I was like finding folding laundry easier, something that I wanted to do instead of this. I don't know why it was such like this block, but it really didn't take very long. It was very easy. So I just went through and got all my Beachbody customers, everybody that's on Facebook, which is where I feel we do most of our promoting, and put them into a group. And I don't do anything like Kathleen does right now quite yet. but it is a nice place to just have everybody, where I feel like they see the things that I post in there much more than my A, Facebook page, and B, Facebook like page. And even if they don't see it, I don't know if you guys saw, like, noted, I think you can only do it on your phone. And I wouldn't do it very often, but there'll be like a post that you posted, and it will say something like, notify the people that haven't seen this yet. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I don't know how I've seen it, but I don't know how you get it to come up. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I don't know if you can get it to come up all the time, or if it's just like does it when it wants to.
Yeah.
But I did it one time or twice because it, like, I just see it and I'm like, well, maybe there's a way we can get it. But then it like tags everybody in your group, which is so nice. So like if there was something that you really wanted people to see, like you could actually tag them, even though that would be really annoying over time. But in a group, I think that's the only place you can actually do that. So I don't know. I think that's I need to do more. And I like your idea, Kathleen, of actually doing your free groups in your own like team. Well, I guess it's not a team. It's like your customer page. Kind of like a perk for all your customers, for them sticking with you and whatever. And I feel that will probably help people, stay on your path or on their path, and maybe stay on Shakeology, because they're getting all this free stuff, whatever. And you do a lot of free weeks, or you were doing one like every week, in little challenges. I probably wouldn't do that, but they were cool, like great ideas too. But even just like once a month, having like 1 week of free, and then anytime somebody, you could still promote your free groups and things like that. And then anytime somebody wants to join your free group, just make sure they get a membership under you for free, and they can be in your path, stay on your path group like Kathleen has, forever, and hopefully they'll maybe want to join your challenge group. You can promote things in there and things like that. So I think that's a great idea. And I finally bit the bullet and did it. And I just want to tell you guys, it might be something you want to do or pursue like for the new year, and kind of start something fresh and new, if that's something that you want to do. But I'm going to try it. I won't do it nearly as wonderfully as Kathleen has been doing it, but it was a good guide being in it, like to see. So that's my 2 cents on that group. I think it's been helpful for you, right, Kathleen? You feel like it's...
Yeah, I think it just helps me stay connected to these people that have accounts under me. And I feel like more people, I feel like I don't have to have these long in-depth conversations when I want to invite them to groups. It's more just like, hey, did you see I posted that? Was that something that would interest you or whatever? And just opening the group was a great conversation starter. Like, hey, I started doing, like, I was just like, hey, I opened this group. I hope it's okay if I put you in there. I just want to help people that have been in my groups in the past or whatever, stay on the path, blah, blah, blah. And then I also went through, and it gave me another opener. Like if I heard from people, I'd thank them for participating or for supporting or whatever. Or if I didn't hear from them, I'm like, hey, did you find the group? Do you find it helpful? Blah, blah. Like what would you like to see in there? What are some topics you'd like us to talk about? Anyway, it's just another way to open the door to conversations without feeling, totally cold and whatever, which I never like that feeling. And if any of you want to be in there, you're certainly welcome to. We're doing right now a free 12 days of healthy whatever. And this group seems to respond really well to trivia questions. So I just am doing trivia about, what foods are more healthy than another or whatever, stuff like that.
When you give away, do you give away a prize at the end of each challenge?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been giving, I think I have them up here. You probably wouldn't be able to see them anyway. These little, I bought them at Dunham's, a sporting goods store around here. And do you all have this? I don't know. Anyway, these little bracelets with turtles on them. And when I send them out, I say, slow and steady, just stay on the path or whatever, something like that. And then I've given out Shakeology packets and some of those free DVD workout programs that come with a challenge pack. or a new program or whatever.
And where do you
bracelets
come up
were
with
$1.
all of your weekly ideas? Because that's the part that I struggle with.
You know, actually, I just Google for like actually any of them. I just Google like fitness challenge or clean eating trivia or another good response one was about sleep and how sleep affects pretty much every aspect of your life or whatever. Anyway, I just find an article and I try and credit the article at the beginning, but not the full URL because I don't want people cheating. But then I just take their questions. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you know, so I don't do it myself. I don't crop with that stuff. It's a free group. Come on, people.
No, but they're all really good. Yeah, good ideas. So I might steal some.
Yeah, steal them. That's that's the point, right?
Mm,
I was trying to get in like a routine of it, and then I kind of gave up on that. Plus I'm trying to base it off of what people are responding to, and there was 2 weeks where I didn't have very good participation, and so then I took a week off, and now I think I'm gonna go to monthly instead of weekly, but it was worth trying for me to see what.
yeah, that was good.
And the cool thing about that versus like a page is you can see how many people are viewing them, and like you said, Terry, you can tag people and it feels a little more intimate or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You can see like how many people actually viewed the post, which is nice.
Yeah. But what I'm going to do moving forward, in case this is helpful to anybody, is I'm going to do a What's Up Wednesday where I'm going to point them to the group that's coming up. Or this Wednesday, I'm going to point them to this new all access thing. And then, or I'll say whatever the free group is of the month on Wednesday. And then Feature Friday, now, as you guys pointed out, I was planning to just kind of feature different Beachbody programs, but now it's even more relevant because these are all programs that they could actually get. So I just kind of went through and was going back through my blog posts, but you don't have to have a blog for this stuff. You just feature a program and put a little video in there or whatever. And then I was going to do a success. The people that gave me feedback about the group always tell me they want to see real people with real success stories. So I was trying to do that on Sundays, shout out real success stories, and give a second plug for whatever the group is coming up. But then you could also do, I think I have in there now, Tasty Tuesday, and give them a recipe or whatever. So you could do all those themed things in the group if you want to. That's what I'm doing. Hi, Anne. Okay, so anybody else have stuff? So let's talk really quickly about January, and then maybe we'll wrap it up. So January 9th is the Health Vet Challenge. I think you all are familiar with that. In case you're not, Beachbody's doing that same giveaway they did in September, where as long as you have to be in an app, in the group app, as long as you log in 3 workouts and 5 days, 3 workouts a week and 5 days of Shakeology a week for 4 weeks, then you get a piece of the pot, which I think they're guaranteeing $2 million. I saw 3 million somewhere. I don't know where that came from, but maybe they're just projecting that. I'm not sure. And everybody who participates, did any of you win part of the money last time? Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
You
It was like $14 or
Yeah.
$16 or something.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll be more or not, but either way.
Hey, it was $14 I wouldn't have had otherwise.
There you go. Exactly. You can get that bottle of wine. So that will be the next group that I'm plugging now. So I started talking about it last Wednesday in my Stay on the Path group, and some people already said they were in, and these are customers that are familiar with what's going on. So I'm going to keep plugging that now through the new year. And then, so for me, I think I'm just going to do, and again, I'll post that calendar, then it'll be the first Monday of February, the first Monday of March, and I'll try and use after the group gets started on the 9th, then I'm going to do a free group the following week to try and catch anybody who saw that but didn't jump on board. And then I'll start promoting the next group after that. So I'm going to try and get into the habit of this pattern, but I'll post that for you in case anybody wants to follow along.
I like that. I was going to say something too about the app. Those of you who've been in the app like this last month, I'm not sure if you have been in one or not. We have one going. Jeannie and myself are in one, and Kathleen is in it, like a healthy holiday thing. But I think I just talked to you about this, Kathleen. Carl Deichler like posts in it all the time, which is fine. But we were talking just about the fact, and I don't know if this is something we should address, like how to actually, I have not addressed it in the group. Like who, I did say like, oh, the CEO is posting in our group the first time he posted. And then when he like continually kept posting, I don't know. I didn't really say like who this strange man is in here. He really can't see like, I mean, he can, but he's not really like in it. Like he won't comment. I just don't know how to really address that or what you guys feel about all of that. Have you noticed if you're not in it? But he posts like, is it every day, Jeannie, or every other day or something?
I don't even know. I don't know that people even notice it, to be perfectly honest. I mean, they don't know who he is. He could just be another challenger.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think anybody really notices.
Okay. Okay. His posts are always like yellow, right? Like they're like
different.
They're different color. So that's another reason why I was like, it just looks different than anything else. But just so you're aware, if you do the health bet in January, I'm assuming he's going to be in there a lot. So it may be something you just want to be like, hey, by the way, this strange man is actually the CEO of our company. And he posts good things, you know, like they're always good. But I just didn't know if it was mostly women and this random person, like if people were not wanting to post like a selfie because of that. You know what I mean? I don't know. But just thought I'd bring that up. Are you guys planning you guys all of you who are on here to do the health bet? Are you going to do the app challenge or what's your plan? What's your plan for January? We'll surely post what our plan is, but what do you guys have up your sleeves?
Are you guys finding that you're having good participation in the app? Because I feel like, I don't know if it's just me. I don't feel like it's user friendly, or you don't end up seeing, maybe it's because, you know, Facebook you're in all the time anyway, so you see the notifications when people are posting, but I don't know that I'm getting the same.
I feel like I miss a lot. I forget to check it. Like Facebook is always up on my computer or on my phone, you know, where it's like the app, I have to pull out my phone and look at it. And it's, for me, I like Facebook better. I feel more engaged with Facebook than I do with the app. Unless I sit down and actually scroll through everything, I feel like I miss a lot.
Yeah, same. And it's like, I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of easier to stalk on the other people in the group. So like people who are, you know, like Jeannie, your participants, I can like look at their profile and kind of know like their story a little bit, you know, to comment on their posts too. And
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely participate in it because why not?
I do think there's much more interaction in a Facebook group than app groups. But I will say the last time I did the health bet, and I don't remember who was all in that group, I felt like there was a lot more participation because of the money on the line. Maybe it was the first time they did it, but people were sharing every day. We did like a Shakeology on the shelf thing where people were taking crazy pictures of their shakes and like posting, and there was a lot of participation. And I felt like I wanted to check that more because so many people were participating. But the group we have now, the good thing is I think people like it because they get to log their stuff. So everybody's logging, but there's not like a lot of like, I don't know, interaction on posts or questions asked or things like that. So yeah, there is definitely a little barrier there.
That's what I was gonna say. There wasn't as much like interacting back and forth, but definitely I think because it helped that you have to log a certain number of shakes and workouts, there was more accountability in that sense the last time.
Mhm.
Because I think a majority of my challengers that did it completed it to get their money then. So it was kind of another extra sense of accountability.
Well, and you had to post a picture of your shake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they were actually posting stuff. They weren't just logging, hitting, yes, I did it today.
Yeah.
They actually had to post
Mhm.
something. So you'd see more on the feed, because if they wanted to get any money, which I'm sure they all thought they were going to get big bucks.
That was really annoying though. I will say too, seeing like 20 Shakeology cups, like, okay, can we spice this up a little bit? Like, but yeah, you're right. It was nice that they had to post a picture. Cool.
All right, why don't we wrap up for tonight? So, in the beginning part, we talked about that new all access challenge pack. If you didn't catch the National Wake Up Call, there's like a crazy ton of information about it in the Inspirational Revolutionizers page. Okay, so we'll all aim to start with the health bet on the 9th. And I'll post the calendar that I'm thinking about for 2017 in the group. And I think then we're going to look up the answer to the question, current coaches, what happens, can we access, how do we access, what does it cost to get access, the same as everybody else, to the all access annual pass. I think that was it, right? Was there anything else I'm missing? Wrap it up here. All right, well, I hope everybody has wonderful holidays. And I'm sure we'll be talking and seeing you all soon, but thanks for jumping on tonight. So good to see all your faces.
Bye, everyone.